Hello again, friends and fans, and welcome back to the battlefields of World War II as we continue to play Blitzkrieg. We'll be playing as the Germans this time in a small mini-campaign, the three-part mission series that I guess I'll bring you from just the demo missions. Thanks for joining me here. We've got entrenched German troops here against the Soviet Union as they're launching a counterattack on this bridge here against our entrenched troops. Just between this minefield and the end of the road here. And it's going to be the end of the road for the Soviets as we have to stop them. A massive minefield separates us and them as well. We've got about 6 German squads and 4 AT guns here. We've also got 2 reinforcement trucks, Opel Blitz trucks, and also a support vehicle that can do some repairs. Over on the other side, past the village we've secured, is 2 German squads near this bridge. Unfortunately, if we were to cross that bridge, it would not end well for us, as there is a pillbox here. I've played these missions plenty of times, so I kind of know how it goes, and these are some missions that you'll never forget. But anyway, since you guys have shown such amazing support for this fantastic game, I'm going to continue to play it until you say otherwise. So let's get right to it then. The Germans are entrenched. We've got a little bit of a briefing here. Playing demo missions. Congratulations on your recent promotion to command. In order to test your skills, we've arranged for you to participate in 3 scenarios using different types of weaponry and troops. Here you'll learn what you need to know in order to excel on the battlefield. Just remember, this is only a small taste of what's to come, but you should soon find out if you have what it takes to be a great leader. Good luck, officer. Alright, so speaking of an officer, we have our German officer here looking over this minefield, and first we'll be attacked by troops. There will be enemy artillery, but let's get started. A nice thing we can do too, by the way, in this game is we can really lower the speed. You can see that we can go up to -6, and that gives us time to continue to play the game while we're setting up our troop movements, and that's really effective. Eliminate advancing Russian infantry. The Red Army has started an offensive to dislodge our troops from their position near the bridge. We must hold our position and eliminate the attackers. Anti-tank mines, marked with those red flags there, can damage Soviet tank tracks, cutting off their infantry from tank support. Your best tactic would be to use your entrenched positions to cut down the assaulting infantry instead of going into the field to eliminate them. And then there's some shortcuts on how to quick save and such, but we won't need that. One thing we will need to do, though, is put our guns into an immediate trench mode, and these AT guns can both wreck enemy tanks, but more importantly, for the start here, they can really do a number on enemy infantry. Since we'll probably be more likely attacked on one of these fronts, we'll have trucks go to both sides, and in fact, I kind of want to pull back a little bit, just so they're not in the way of enemy fire. We'll put our supply truck or our repair truck there, and we may as well get these squads ready to cross the bridge, though no fool would cross it as there's that pillbox there. We'll get our troops into position as soon as possible, and it looks like the Russians have arrived. There's a huge number of Soviet troops now taking fire. First few number of Soviet losses, definitely not the last, as our AT gun, at least one of them, opens fire on the advancing enemy troops. It looks like their own friendly artillery is hitting their own positions. We've got enemy artillery coming in on one of our AT guns there. We're going to back this truck up a little bit. And, Angriff. By the way, I love what the troops say in this game. Absolutely fantastic, all the little lines that they have. You hear them? Yeah, I don't know what that means in German, so if you're German, go ahead and comment on what the line is in German and what that means in English. I've always wanted that to be explained to me. Very cool stuff. Enemy artillery firing over here from this ridge, and it looks like IS-1s have just arrived. IS-2s, rather. Oh, they're starting to hit our positions. AT gun is firing back. Let's see if he has what it takes to destroy that tank. Frontal armor on the IS-2 is very, very effective. I believe the benefit of an AT gun is that it can outrange a tank as it has better vision, though it is not able to advance as far because it's not a vehicle and it also is not armored. We have enemy artillery firing from here, and it looks like we've eliminated the advancing Russian infantry, though we've now got a enemy spy plane spotted. Let's call up our fighters to take care of them. Bf-109Gs are on the way, and let's see here. We've got some tanks advancing on the field here, and here comes the Bf-109. Let's see our first air combat here. Immediate win. Even the Germans are laughing. It's just like clubbing seals in War Thunder. Alright, so eliminate the Russian recon plane. That's done, no problem there. These 3 tanks are basically done, and that is it for the enemy attack. And as you can see, we took a good number of losses. Our AT crews, you know, dead bodies strewn all about, but the Soviets taking a little bit more damage than we did. The best thing for us to do, and according to the briefing, is to go up onto the heights because the enemy will not be able to see us from there. So that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to take these 2 Panzer IV OSG medium tanks, and we're going to send them to the left and then up on top of the ridge. We shouldn't need any repairs on these tanks as we'll keep them out of danger. And over on the right side, meanwhile, we'll put our troops into a defensive position just in case those sneaky Soviets send out some sort of force to come across the bridge to explore our side of the river, which we cannot allow. Alright, so we're going to finish off these IS-2 tanks so that way we can come up to our next objective, and if we hide up here they'll not be able to see us or engage us. And I think we might be able to fire right from here. One of the things that you'd never want your tanks to do, by the way, is to basically move from their position if they're engaging enemy tanks. As you can see, these tanks kind of keep repositioning themselves, and that right there, that's asking for trouble. That's just like the derp of Men of War assault squad, so you definitely want to make sure your tanks are sitting still. I love the audio from the German tanks. I love the if there's no battle going on, every once in a while you'll just hear Germans just say things. Yeah, you always want to keep your tanks. There should be a way, I think, by the way, to keep them steady. There's aggressive movement, there's attack target. One thing you definitely... Whoa, that tank almost taken out immediately by the enemy heavy artillery. We got to get out of here immediately. They've spotted our vehicles and are now firing artillery. We got to get out of there. That same message pops up again. Alright, now that the Russian infantry attack has been repelled and the IS-2 tanks are destroyed, damn, look at that right there. That is a Karl 600mm super heavy mortar, which was my nickname in college. Alright, so Russian sound ranging units can easily establish your Karl mortar's position, and if he shoots, and they'll destroy it with their A-19 heavy cannon batteries. Before using the Karl mortar, this battery must be eliminated by an air raid. Unfortunately, the battery is defended by anti-aircraft guns, so we need to send a commando unit behind their lines to neutralize their anti-aircraft defenses. The next few mission briefings will describe how to do this step by step. Luckily, I know exactly how to do it, and I've played this enough as to where I know exactly what to do. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and get that vehicle repaired. We'll move Karl up a little bit. Watch, look at how that thing lifts up off the ground. Damn, look at them rims. That is the custom vehicle right there. Oh, listen to that. It's probably like 8 horsepower. Alright, anyway, let's move the, this is our sniper, by the way, our German scout. We'll go ahead and move him over to the bridge, as that's going to be the best position to take out these Bofors. I believe there's 2 or 3 cannons here, and that's definitely what we need to take out in order to clear the way for the Stukas, which are classified under the call-in air support bombers, I remember. You'd think they would be a ground attack plane, but the game, for some reason, seems to classify them a little differently. I'm not sure what their classification difference is. But in the meantime, we're going to set up more reinforcements around the bridge just in case they try to attack again. We'll call back our trucks so they're off the line and out of the way of harm. And we'll make sure our Panzer IV tanks take position back up on the ridge. Alright, so we're going to try to get close with our... we should have an officer with us who should be able to see across the bridge. But the sniper scope is much more powerful than that. Now, you'd think, well, why not just rush the pillbox? Well, there's probably 1 or 2 guys in there, but again, that artillery could immediately fire on us, and that could be the end of our scout. And he's going to be the best option in taking out enemy positions that are kind of entrenched like that. Now, one thing the sniper has is he has a different type of movement than any other unit in the game. A sneak formation. Sneaking scouts are nearly invisible, of course, unless you get right up next to the enemy infantry. So we're going to go ahead and have this guy sneak. And as I showed you earlier, one of the greatest things in the game is the ability to speed up. Look at that. Boy, he had some real good schnitzel. Alright, so let's go ahead and activate our binoculars. And you can see there's a few troops in that pillbox, so all we have to do is ask our sharpshoots in here to sharpshoot them. Yeah, let's kill them all. Alright, so there was about 10 Soviets in there, so he'll automatically engage that as soon as he gets close enough. And it will take him some time to kill about the 10 troops there. Yeah, what is he saying, you guys? I want to know. Alright, so anyway, as before, we'll go ahead and speed it up until they're all dead. Yep. Now, they're all eliminated, so the sniper can now safely move across the bridge without being engaged. Let's go ahead and get him across. Let's go ahead and take a look at the defense of the bridge here. Just in case anything happens, we'll be entrenched. And this is beefing up our position a little bit. We may as well have supplies go out too to any troops that need them. Alright, so our sharpshooter's getting across the way. The objective is somewhere over... The arrow is marked here to cross. And I know for certain that we can get up there. Oh, we did sneak the scout behind enemy lines, so that's good. Eliminate the anti-aircraft guns. Use the scout to eliminate the anti-aircraft gun crews west of the pillbox, which is this way, near the Hunter's Lodge. Ah, there it is. Do not forget about sneak mode. Anti-aircraft cannons will cut through infantry quickly, so don't allow the enemy to discover you. Use the binoculars to detect possible ambushes and eliminate the targets from the longest range possible. There's a little bit of a ridge here, if you can tell, and we're going to go ahead and use our binoculars now. And, whoa, there's actually 4 batteries there rather than the 2 that I had originally thought, so we definitely don't want to get close. We use the sniper ability again, and he should be able to get them all in one shot. Let's see if he can do that. Oh, they've kind of turned the gun a little bit. And the third one. Oh, nope. Alright, 2 shots on that last guy. Alright, let's go into turbo mode again. And we'll snipe these guys off. And the next gun. Alright, the final gun. 4 of these 37mm light AA? Yeah. Okay, that's done. So we'll slow down our speed again. Alright, now use your bombers to eliminate the heavy artillery battery. These cannons are positioned on the high ground between the road to the north of the pillbox. Bombers can be called up the same way as fighter by pressing the air support button to the right of the minimap. 1 bomber raid may not be sufficient. In that case, repeat it or once air support becomes available again. Alright, let's do that. Let's go ahead and call in our bombers then. So we have 4 Ju-87Ds on the way. And we'll have our sniper move up a little bit just to see what else might be around. No need to really go too deep into enemy lines. Now, little old Carl here, I don't know if you've seen, but Carl is going to be used to destroy that. A heavy Soviet bunker right there, or pillbox really, but it's really a serious bunker as it's locked down the crossroads and the bridge crossing there. A very dangerous position. Here's those A-19s, and looks like, by the way, the Stukas will drop their bomb only if their initial gun run has been unsuccessful. You'll see there that gun was successfully destroyed and them not utilizing their bombs. Also, the historical accuracy of the swastika that was typical on the tail has been removed so they could sell the game in Germany. And of course, you know, even though it's trying to be historically accurate, there's just some things that some people don't want to see and some things that don't need to be shown. Alright, so all bombers, a successful run, and the enemy artillery battery has been successfully destroyed. Now the Russian infantry attack has been repelled and the IS-2 tanks are destroyed. The Karl mortar has arrived, yada yada, don't use it yet. Alright, we're okay to use that now. Here we are, crush the bunker using the Karl mortar. Now that the Soviet artillery can't zero in on the Karl mortar, move the mortar near the bridge and use the suppressive fire mode to fire at the bunker before firing position in such a way that it'll be arranged in both the terms of distance and horizontal angle. So basically what we want to do is we want to fire it so that way we're basically right in front of the bunker. So we pretty much want to fire from here. And of course, before stupidly moving this mortar up on its own, we're going to bring up some infantry and tanks to absolutely ensure its safety. It's a high-tech piece of technology is what I wanted to say, and thus it must be defended. Not to mention, we are destroying this bunker in preparation for a crossing of the bridge, and it looks like a T-34 here has taken 3 bombing run attempts on it and have failed. Each of them has failed. Those Ju-87s then will finish off. Meanwhile, we've got troops all ready to cross if and when needed and or in a defensive position. They'll sit right up there. Tanks will be in reserve, and we may as well bring up these supply trucks to resupply Karl if and when needed. We're going to go ahead and have Karl turn just to face that bunker, and he's going to lift up a little bit. The animations, absolutely smooth. Love that. Watch how that gun tips up. Super cool. All right, so Karl is ready to fire. We're going to use the suppression. Oops, that was the wrong button. I want to right-click. Right-click on that bunker. Karl will, jawohl. I believe that means no, absolutely not in German. Nah, I'm just kidding, you guys. I know it means yes. All right, so yes, explain all those, explain everything you hear if you're German. Machlik. All right, so that mortar has been loaded, and away she goes. Oh, right in front of it. Damn, that's a hardened bunker. 600 millimeters right in the enemy's face, and no damage whatsoever. Let's go ahead and fire another shell. These trucks, by the way, are resupplying Karl. Karl is deciding whether or not he's going to fire. He's calculating his taxes, balancing the checkbook, looking to see if the kid's future is ready. Okay, now he's decided to turn the gun down. you'll see that shell loaded again. Amazing on these animations, just incredible. Alright, Carl is ready to fire again, and salvos away. Oh, alright, let's speed it up a little bit now. Carl's going to need a couple of attempts, obviously. Go ahead and put it on its highest speed. Alright, let's see this thing get bombarded. Yeah, destroy it! Boy, Carl having a real tough day. There we go. A little higher than the bunker now. A direct hit will probably be... Oh, look at that. A direct hit there. Oh, it's smoking. Look at that fire. Amazing. Most of those troops were killed, though the bunker's still standing. Well, some of the troops. Carl, very inaccurate. I've had much more success with him in the past. 2 or 3 shells should do it. Carl, are you trying to embarrass me in front of the internet? Oh, there we are. The bunker is destroyed, and those troops are out. Oh, damn, and Carl just finished them off. Damn, good job, Carl. All right, now, hold on. Hold fire. All right, Carl can come on back to where it's safe. And it says, now that it's, yes, make sure it's secure. After destroying their bunker, we can attack the village across the river and capture the railroad station there. Move your tanks and infantry to the small village in the north. Clear the enemy from the railway station. Beware of anti-aircraft cannon fire from the village side facing the river, which is about here. You won't be able to once the station is secure, you will be able to bring in reinforcements by train. All right, Carl's going to Avita Zane, and we're going to set up some. We're going to get these trucks resupplied, and then set up a crossing. Obviously, it's best for infantry to cross first, and we're going to have them crawl just in case there's any Soviets crawling around. Panzer III will be first, then the 2 Panzer IVs, and then maybe we'll bring up Carl a little bit later. We'll see. Regardless, Carl needs to be defended, and this repair truck needs to be resupplied. The repair vehicle would do much better with more supplies. By the way, the nice thing about this game is vehicles will immediately go to the nearest resupply point if and when they're out of ammunition. So, and there's no need to worry about supply trucks not having the right type of ammunition. They always carry the right ammunition. You just need to have a supply vehicle nearby. Alright, let's go ahead and make our invasion look pretty. We've got troops crossing to minimize losses. They're crawling on their bellies. And our officer here, who is not a part of the bunch, can go over here to check across the river to see what else might await us. And let's see, where would those AA guns be if I was a Soviet? Alright, there we go. Our invasion looks pretty cool. Alright, so obviously with the AA cannons around, they must be I think they might be in these backyards. But with the AA cannons around, we can't call in any air support. And they would chew up these infantry troops pretty quick. The troops would really stand no chance against something like that. So let's bring up our tanks. As soon as they're safely across, the supply truck vehicle, or the supply vehicles will be here. The trucks will be right behind the infantry, and shouldn't have much of a problem supporting them. Troops getting out of the way there. Go ahead and secure the road in the north, south, east, and west. All directions. Alright, we're going to go ahead and move all of our troops at once. We're going to secure this road first and then work our way up to the railway station. Put these trucks on resupply. I'd rather stay away from this right side of the map. Alright, we've systematically taken out the Soviet defenses. Oh, they're right there. Alright, we're going to pull back with our troops immediately. No need to risk their lives. More reinforcements coming in for them. Good thing we moved our trucks over there. Tanks should be able to take frontal hits from these guns, 37mm. We lost line of sight. Go ahead and get entrenched. Looks like the Soviets are coming from the north. Panzer III is engaging. One AT gun is, or one AA gun is down. Oh, come on now. All right, we're moving ahead with the other tanks. One of them slightly damaged. Looks like the AT guns are done. Move up into these neighborhoods now, the backyards. Looks like we've still got full squads, which is good. Full assault then to the railway station. Nothing can stop us now. Except for this guard hut full of Russians. Oh, there it goes. Immediately collapsed. Troops are fleeing. Soviet officer there. And he's done. Alright, so we've gotten the railway secure. The station is secured. No problems there. Awesome. Alright, troops are flooding around now to say hello to the new Panther tanks. Damn. That is fantastic. Alright, we should pause it here just to see what's up. Now that our reinforcements have arrived at the railway station, we can attack the enemy's main forces. Their tank group is moving towards the railway from the east. Your mission is to attack and destroy their group. So somewhere over here on this road, the enemy is going to try to attack. And let's go ahead and get our troops into a defensive position, then awaiting those tanks. And maybe we can have them fall onto our defenses rather than actually attack them. They got some big tanks coming up against us, so we're going to entrench some of our lighter tanks. These medium tanks, compared to the Panthers, can now be pretty much considered to be very light tanks. In addition to the Panthers, we do have the Stug 3 OS-F self-propelled gun and the Ferdinand, aka the Elephant. That's going to be something we're going to want to keep in the back and lure the enemy up to us. We're going to go ahead and have these Panthers move up and create area security. Just a line that the enemy would be foolish to cross. Stug in the back, and the Elephant will put him somewhere as soon as he gets close enough. We've got troops in the fields, and we can advance with our Panthers in just a moment. We will need a repair vehicle for that. Let's go ahead and get Carl turned around. We will need a repair vehicle here for this tank. Took a little bit of damage from those 37mm. And we've got some extra. I wonder if that train actually had men. No, okay, it didn't. Sometimes they come in the train cars. I can't remember for this mission. But anyway, friends and fans, let's go ahead and advance. We're crawling. We're looking. We're on the lookout for enemy ambushes, possibly. We'll bring up our Panthers. And as soon as we see those enemy tanks, we may as well bring up Stukas at this moment. Most of the enemy anti-aircraft guns have been taken out. So we're basically creating a line. We may as well advance with this scout, see what we can see. Oh, bad weather forecast. A little bit of rain has made our planes turn away. It's going to be a tank v tank violence now. No advantage from the air for the Germans. It now comes down to pure tank engineering. Something tells me the Soviets are not going to have a good day. Alright, we've got our Stug here as well. No sign of the Soviets just yet. As far as I know, rain does not affect unit mobility or visibility. It just simply denies you air power. Oh, here we are, T-34-85 spotted. Multiple T-34-85s hitting the infantry. We're going to hit them in the flank. Oh, there's another T-34-85. They're turning their sides toward... Oh, we lost a Panther. No way. Oh, looks like there's a lot of tanks. Oh boy, we got some tank v tank violence now. Let's go ahead and hit them in the flanks. Another Panther tank down. These tanks should be a little better than this, I'd say. Elephant. Elephant's going to come up now. We lost 2 Panthers. That's a pretty big loss. We're going to back up a little bit. Panthers are like losing 30 T-34-85s. There's a SU-100 and SU-122 here. Infantry's advancing. Let's go ahead and have these infantrymen here quickly advance. Get out of the way of the advancing Panther, or the Elephant rather. We'll have these 2 tanks come in and we should have a successful flank. Come on, infantry, you gotta move. Oh, damn, even the Elephant taken out. What? You gotta be kidding me. This game, by the way, does come down to crazy amounts of RNG. In Men of War Assault Squad, you actually do stand a chance, but as you see, we lost 3 Panthers and an Elephant tank just to a few of those T-34-85, so, you know, that's just the way it is. A lot of RNG here. Alright, so that is taken out, and that is the mission. So thank you, friends and fans, for joining me here, and all your support is greatly appreciated. I wish I hadn't lost some of those tanks, but again, yeah, a little easier to lose tanks in this game. As you can see, that's probably why the game told you about the quick save feature a lot more, but we had some front-facing armor, but we beat him, damn it, and that was our mission. So anyway, that's it for now. Don't forget to leave a comment below if you want to see more, and I wonder if this video can get to 100 likes, 150, 3 million, I don't know. But thank you for your support, and more Blitzkrieg coming your way soon. Until next time, as the Germans would say, Das Vidania, and as the Russians say, Auf Wiedersehen. Goodbye. Oh, wait.